Hey, what's going on, guys? Tropical Fish Guy here. Today I am going to share with you an experiment that I'm going to do. I bought some Java moss here, a whole bunch of it right there. If you can tell, I'll just show it to you. But I'll show it to you here in a second. But I was thinking I need to put, I spent quite a bit of money on it. I got a good deal. A sandwich bag full for 15 bucks, but I had to buy like 3 bags, so it's like 45 bucks, right? Something like that. And I was gonna redo the tanks here, this tank here and that tank there. So I was gonna use all that up, but then I was thinking to myself, why don't you just grow some, dude, right? Come on. What I'm gonna do, because I've never actually just grown Java moss, just to grow Java moss, right, by itself without adding fish. I was just going to put some Java moss in the tub, and I'll show you what I've got. I was just going to grow it and grow it and grow it, and then I can have as much Java moss as I want without having to buy it ever again. Does that sound good to you? That sounds good to me, because I'm tired of buying this stuff. It grows good, it grows easy. Some of my tanks, like my shrimp tank, I can't grow nothing in there. It's dying in there probably because I've got floating plants to take up all the light, I don't know. So, that's some thick, lush Java moss. I think the guy was growing it outside in a tub or something, because that's really thick stuff. And that's a 10-gallon tank, so it's clumped up pretty good. All I did was get a tub. It's one of these you can buy at Home Depot, 12-gallon Tote. I guess that's what they call them. Put some dechlorinated water in there. I'm going to put maybe half of that Java moss in there. And I bought, let me show you these tanks here. So I was going to put some more in here. There's just a little bit tied to the Anubias there. And I show you how I did that without having to tie anything to it, any strings, or glue it onto the rock or anything. I just wrapped that moss around the base of that and stuck it on the rock. And I'll leave a link up here somewhere on the setup that I did on this little Blue Ball Spec 2.6, and I put a few little tiny guppies, baby guppies in there. Can't really put too much in there. This tank here, the 10-gallon, I've got some nice looking guppies in there. I'm fixing to get some more, but I'm gonna take some of this, like I said, put it in there. I need some in here. I need to fill in some spots in there. Look at the angel, he's doing pretty good. I was going to fill in some spots. The Java fern is doing really good. You can see all that stuff growing back there. I got a little bit of Java moss there. I got some in there, got some in there. You can see some there, there's some there. But I was going to just pack some in there. This tank here is doing pretty good. There's some in there. I was going to pack some more in there. There's some just scattered around the tank. Here, I need to wrap some more around here. I need to put that Java fern on a base somewhere, but I hadn't got to it yet. So what I did was I wanted a cheap light setup, real cheap. And I've done this light setup before, and I'll put a link somewhere up here, a little card that drops down about this light setup. The good thing about it is it's cheap but powerful, right? So I bought one of these. I bought 2 of them because they're really cheap. Let's see, from Amazon. Let's see here, what do we got? One of these light setups is, I won't go through it in depth like I did the other one, but this is $8.60 for one. And then the super duper high output bright sticks that go in them, the lights, for 2 of them, they're $16.72. So if you divide that, $16.72, $8.60 times 2, comes to about 33 bucks, so 16, 17 bucks for a light setup. That's pretty good, I think. Like one of these lights here would probably be like 25, 30 bucks, like that. So I saved a lot of money, I think. So I'm gonna take one of these, and this even has a clamp on it. It's pretty cool. So I'm gonna take one of these and not drop it. Don't drop it like I did. It doesn't really matter because it's pretty sturdy, but it has the on-off switch and everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, and I showed you how to clamp it on and everything in that other video, so take a look at that video. But I'm going to set it up and stick it on that tote, and I'll show you what it looks like right now. All right, boom, check it out. Let's see, that's with the light on. That's with the light off. All right, I've got my big bright lights on here, my studio lights, so I'll turn those off. So this is what it looks like in regular garage light. This is with the light off. Boom, look at how bright that is. Bam, that's with the light on. Hopefully, you know, Java moss, it can grow low light, but I'm gonna just pound it with the light there since I've got the cheap lighting there. I'm gonna put some Java moss in there from that tank right there, and let's take a look. All right, so as you can tell, I've added an air stone in there. I put quite a bit of the Java moss in there. I kind of spread it around a little bit. I left a little bit in here. So maybe 3/4 of it's in there, but it's still still a quarter, not a half, a quarter of it's in there. Just in case this experiment fails, I still got some left, right? But I'll put links in the description below on all these, the lights and the lighting that I use. Tub you can get at Home Depot. Put a link in there if I can find one. But they're pretty common. And all this stuff is common, but this is 1-day shipping on Amazon for the lights and the light bulbs. So fast and easy and quick, right? You know, and the only thing that I might have to do here, since this is technically standing water and I'm in the garage, I don't want mosquitoes to lay eggs in here and have a bunch of mosquitoes because they eat me alive. I might put a guppy or two in here so that the mosquitoes don't get me. So, you know, don't want mosquitoes to be spread around. But anyways, there's that. And of course the water's all over the place. It looks like maybe darker than it really is. That's just water. That's not oil or anything like that. So, cool. All right, so we're gonna check it out. All right, so now I'm going to add some fertilizer. So I use the Thrive Nylock G for low-tech setups. What that means is no CO2 and low to medium lighting. It's not, I wouldn't consider that, I don't think, a highlight system. It could be maybe. It's pretty lighted, but this is my favorite. I'll put a link in the description below. Go to tropicalfishguide.com/thrive. And you can hit that affiliate link on there and get some of this. But this is good fertilizer. This is what I recommend. Use whatever fertilizer you got. You know, it's whatever you got, it should be fine, depending on what kind you got. I've just found that this kind works best for me, you know. So 1 pump per 5 gallons, so that's a 12. I'm gonna put 3 pumps in there and see what happens. All right, guys, there you have it. My Java moss experiment. Leave me a comment below and tell me what you think. Is it going to work? Is it not going to work? What do you think? How I could do it better? Hit that like button if you like fish videos. If you like fish, give me a like if you like fish. Come on, I should get a whole bunch of likes. Everybody likes fish, right? Get on the mailing list, tropicalfishguide.com/sign-up, and I'm starting to do giveaways just from the mailing list. Plus, you get a whole bunch of cool facts, fish tips and tricks and all that stuff. I don't try to sell you on a bunch of stuff. There might be an ad or two, but who cares? That's how I pay for it. And share this with someone who would appreciate fish stuff, right? Or growing plants or whatever. Anyway, thanks a lot so much for watching. Really appreciate you guys. Check out my merch over there at fishytees.net, and I'll put a link up here. And you got the beta shirt that I usually wear. But anyways, oh yeah, and don't forget to check me out on Instagram at the Tropical Fish Guy. Every now and then I put some stuff up there. Leave me a DM or gram or whatever the heck they call it these days, and let's talk about fish stuff there. So like the pictures and short videos that I put out there. Thanks a lot for watching, and happy fish keeping. Peace out.